cannot wait for this game. The wait is over. The Black Ferns are back. New year, new coach and a new look squad, and a fresh Rugby World Cup cycle begins today. The USA have beaten New Zealand just once in 1991, but in front of a home crowd, they're hunting a statement. First test of the season coming up next with Ricky Swannell and Charmaine McMenamin. Don't go anywhere, stay with us. The Black Ferns start 2026 with a bang.
At the beginning of each new cycle, there is a bit of a turn of a page.
8 new faces in this team.
There is plenty of stake with the Pacific Four on the line.
The American teams always thrive in these environments. They love to be on the centre stage.
Absolutely brilliant.
Oh, they are really on a roll now.
And there's the half gap. Great break.
And she scores for the United States. Chip kick over the top for herself. The balance is perfect. Rua Hayden Mantle go herself.
You can't help but be impressed.
A new era of Black Ferns rugby begins today. The start of a new cycle after last year's Rugby World Cup under a new coach, Whitney Hansen. The first of 11 tests in 2026 starts with the Pacific Four against the United States in Sacramento, California. No mai, haere mai, welcome in for Test rugby in April. New Zealand against the USA, where the Black Ferns begin their defence of their Pacific Four title. I'm Ricky Swannell. Multiple World Cup winner Charmaine McMenamin is alongside me for this one, Charm. Exciting to get the season rolling, but with some question marks, I guess, on how all of these 4 teams are going to go.
Yeah, coming off the back of that World Cup, it'll be really interesting to see how these teams regather themselves and push into a new cycle. We're going to see a whole lot of new faces today, possibly run out for the Black Ferns, so it's going to be exciting.
3 new coaches on those Pacific Four teams. Only Canada's Kevin Rue has stayed on after the World Cup, as we get in to see the new captain of the US, Erica Gerald Cersei, with the coin toss, Kennedy Tsukuafu.
New Zealand, as you are kicking left.
Always the most intriguing part is everyone figuring out which way to go. Julianne Zussman, our referee, first test for her since October 24 after the birth of her daughter Noah. So official duties are done. We are hearing there is some thunder and lightning in the area of Heart Health Park in Sacramento. Some college games that were being played in and around this weekend have been postponed or cancelled because of concerns over that weather in Sacramento. Fingers crossed that this double-header, New Zealand against the USA, followed by Australia and Canada, will all go ahead without any problems. As we have a look at the New Zealand lineup, a steady look. 13 of this 23 played in the Rugby World Cup semi-final, beaten by Canada. Rua Hayden becomes the most capped Black Ferns captain, her 36th as skipper, surpassing the great Fialt Fa'amasili. There are 4 potential debutants off the bench. Maddie Robinson, a late call-in to come in the 17 jersey with injury to Awhina Tangian Wainohu. Look to Tara Turner, Justine McGregor and Mia Anderson and their potential debuts. A welcome return for Amy Duplessis after being ruled out of that World Cup with injury. For the United States, also under a new head coach, Jack Hanratty, coach of Canada's silver medal winning Olympic Sevens team, now the USA women's coach. They have a new captain, Erica Gerald Cersei, taking over from Kate Zachary, who's ruled out of this test match with injury. There are 6 potential debutants in this side, 2 in the starting team. That is Han Humphries, the USA Sevens player, and the 19-year-old first 5'8", Bella Vogel. Plenty of options off the bench, but Coach Hanratty has a 4-year contract and is looking to work his troops, build in here, doesn't need to do everything quickly, as he said. It's fail fast if they want to build, but they do have time to build this new squad. The bulk of these players playing in the PWR. And we talk, Charmaine, of that PWR experience. It's game time that these players are getting. We've seen a handful of New Zealanders go over, but this is where USA Rugby are building off the back of too.
Yeah, and that's really smart, right? Because game time's king, and that's what we've been lacking here in New Zealand. So to see most of their girls playing in the PWR, it's going to be interesting to see how they go out here together today.
Georgia Ponsonby, one of those for New Zealand, getting a special dispensation to play in this test match. It was Alana Borland and Amy Rule among those not available as they are PWR contracted, not New Zealand rugby contract, whereas opposed to Ruahei Maya Roos, Liana Mikalitu, they went over on injury contracts. That's the difference.
Yeah, so they went over on an injury contract, so they got to dictate that they could come back to Pack 4. And it'll be really interesting to see how our girls go today, because they've been playing and they've played a lot of games since the World Cup. So it'll be interesting to see if there's a level that sits above the rest.
By contrast, there's a whole lot of players that have not played a game in 6 months, many of the Americans among that group as well. There's Erica Gerald Cersei taking over the captaincy. She was an absolute standout for the United States at the World Cup. But look at the experience behind her. Hope Rogers, most capped USA player. Catherine Treader, who was outstanding as well. USA had the best line out at Rugby World Cup. Treader, Gerald Cersei and Hali Taufu'u, four back in that line, were a big part of it. And a really nice moment between Rogers and the new skipper, Erica Gerald Cersei. A new year, a new cycle, a new era in Black Ferns rugby and indeed Pacific 4 rugby. Whatever happened in 2025 is gone. It is now all in front of these teams and of these players as they begin a new season in Sacramento, California. USA with plenty of their World Cup squad as well. But they haven't had much in the way of victory. There's Abigail Payton. What an interesting player she is. USA born to an American mother, but of course East Otago hard. Otago FPC Matatu now playing for the United States. Massive.
That's massive for her, and she's obviously decided where she wants to go. She wants to be playing international rugby, but it's going to be really exciting to see her out there today. She's been electric in the FPC, playing for the Otago Spirit, so I can't wait to see her go out, and I want her to do well.
Yeah, she was New Zealand under-20s, a real character. Went over to the States earlier this year for some camps. Wasn't sure, then made the commitment. There she is in 21, bounding around like many of these players are.
She looks like she's absolutely pumped.
For some, it's the first time. For others, they have stood and heard those moments many before, but I'm sure it's the same for every one of them. Always impressive to hear the Te Reo Māori version being sung by someone who does not speak that language, presumably, so brilliantly well. As we set. For the first of what will be 11 times this season, New Zealand lay their challenge, led by their captain in her milestone match, Ruahei Demand, and for the first time, a handful of them too. A nerve-jangling moment. And now Charmaine McMenamin, a chance to reset and refocus.
Yeah, this water here is strategic, so they'll regroup together and then talk about what they're going to do next. So they'll focus back in, that's done, gather their breath because they're going to be out of breath, and then roll into what's important now.
Seventeenth meeting between these teams. 16 wins in New Zealand's favour, 1 for the United States. That was all the way back in 1991 at the Rugby World Cup. Last year these teams played, it was 79-14 in New Zealand's favour. Portia Woodman-Whitcliffe, 7 tries. Caitlin Vahakolo, 4 tries. Neither of those players are here, but there is plenty of strike weapons, plenty of firepower as New Zealand look to begin the defence of their Pacific 4 title. Limited game time for the bulk of these players, for the bulk of them, in fact, no game time since the Rugby World Cup finished at the end of September last year. Camps and squad selection, but the coaches believe they have had to hold back the reins. The players are fizzing, ready to go for the first test match of the season, the first test match of Whitney Hansen's coaching era for the Black Ferns, and the first for the United States under their new captain, Erica Jarrell-Searcy. Julianne Zussman from Canada, our referee to take charge, assisted by Emma Gallagher and Christine Lovett. Cam Russell is the TMO as the Pacific 4 of 2026 gets underway. It is Renee Holmes who sends it down to Katana Howard, back in the USA side after missing out at Rugby World Cup squad. Brings some good experience, but New Zealand will look to launch. Instead, it's the boot of Holmes, and it goes down again to Howard. Big, strong ball carrier, just barrels her way between Kennedy Tukuafu and Amy Duplessis, and no way through the hard early defence of Mikaeli Tu'u and Chris Valiko. Here's Cass Bargell, first touch for the USA's halfback. Made his sevens debut earlier this year as well. Nice hanging kick, brought down by Aisha Letienga, and now Holmes looks to have a little run. Joseph clears away swiftly. Dement. Now Duplessis, New Zealand looking to get into their attacking formation. Falls wide for Sylvia Brunt. Puts it on the toe, and that's sliced off the side of the boot, but will stay in field. However, a penalty is called.
11. Offside.
Penalty against Erica Koulibaly.
I like what the Black Ferns are doing there. They identified space, and Sylvia Brunt on the edge there put in a good kick in the end, didn't go out on the full, so we're lucky with that, but we've come back for the penalty. So I think we'll look to see that the Black Ferns will use their more quite early.
Georgia Ponsonby, special dispensation to play in this match, or in this series rather, owing to some injuries at hooker. And boy, was she good at Rugby World Cup last year. She was firing darts. Georgia Ponsonby had starts well too, as it's taken down by Liana Mikaeli Tu'u. Released by Joseph. And then through the bread basket of Brunt. That's gone forward, so a mistake by New Zealand. And in fact, a penalty.
Sylvia Brunt probably just took her eyes off the ball there. But what a lovely set piece to start off with. Black Ferns, 1 from 1, looking strong.
Just there.
I think last year USA striked a lot and scored a lot off their line out here, so look to see them really strike to score here.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, best line out at Rugby World Cup last year.
At the
Let's
front,
say
on the line,
Georgia
please.
Ponsonby threw some darts at line out time. Catherine Treader, 96% throwing
On the line,
at Rugby
don't move.
World Cup. As USA missed out on the quarterfinals. So it is Treader to throw to the new captain, Gerald Searcy. It's a little bit untidy. Just couldn't quite bring it in, Gerald Searcy, but it's there for the USA. And a chance for them to swing on to attack. It's Bella Vogel, first touch for the debutante, playing in at halfback at the moment. She is the first 5, lending her weight. Bargel brings it away for Sagapula Sanele. Kia May, hard ball carrier, and speaking of, here's Hope Rogers, all-time cap leader for the US. Nice quick ball for Bargel. Sagapula Sanele, hand Humphreys, real danger. USA Sevens player, nice and quick again, then rolled off the fingertips, but New Zealand were offside.
Awesome passage of play there from the US. Just looking at that play there, it's looking like they're trying to play fast. And they're trying to get around that Black Ferns defence.
9.
It's a nice place for both of these new coaches, isn't it? It's effectively a clean slate. Yes, it's Test rugby, but if you're Jack Hanratty, the new USA coach, you've got 4 years to build this team and shape and mould your game. But this is a great chance for the USA to strike early. Treader goes to Gerald Searcy, and they set the drive on the captain. Paris Redding peels away. New Zealand having to be hard on their goal line defence early. The home team looking to strike in the opening 5 minutes. Pick and go from the US, where they are so strong, particularly this woman, Hope Rogers, going close to the line. There at the back once more. Tafuna picks and goes again. Still short. New Zealand's goal line defence is holding just. USA looking for the opening strike, and tries given. And who else is going to come up with it but Hope Rogers? 26 test tries for the all-time cap leader. USA open the scoring through Hope Rogers.
That was awesome.
Brunt.
Nice wee bunter play there with Kennedy coming around. I think what we're seeing here is that the Black Ferns are actually wanting to go through them before this. But Mererangi, man, what silky skills she has. She's someone who can score within 2 metre or a metre of the sideline.
Incredible talent. Was missed out on the World Cup squad initially. Was called in for the Amy Duplessis injury. Didn't play, but showing exactly why she has been recalled to this squad. Whitney Hansen. Moving from the Chiefs to the Blues this year in Super Rugby Opiki. Speaking of movements, Chiefs to the Hurricanes poet, Renee Holmes, in Super Rugby Opiki starting in June. Holmes. We didn't quite strike it as well as she would have wanted, but it was good enough for Renee Holmes to level the scores for New Zealand, 7-all.
Once again, look at Mererangi, isn't she just a joy to watch?
So versatile as well. An expansive and good quality opening 9 minutes of this match, considering the lack of game time for so many of these players. Well, certainly lack of time together. There's Liana Mikaeli Tu'u, who is one who's been playing for Harlequins and the PWRs. Demand goes down the middle. Getting back for the US is Vogel. That's going to sit up. Vogel competing with Olsen Baker, but Olsen Baker's won the contest and New Zealand swing on to attack again. Mahutariki Whakalelu getting the start at tight head prop today. Brunt. Paul again doesn't need that room, as Charmaine McMenamin mentioned.
Back up. Thank you.
The Black Ferns recycle. Tipped on. Joseph clearing out bodies. Demant taking the ball to the line, flat and hard, but Ruth can't hold on. New Zealand hands in close quarters, and USA look to strike here. That's an ugly ball from Katana Howard, just as the referee had called advantage over.
Advantage over.
In this opening 10 minutes, we're really seeing how both teams want to play.
On the line.
USA's looking to play very fast, trying to get it to the edges. We saw in that last passage of play before when
How many New
Mererangi
Zealand?
scored, our Black Ferns are
thank you.
trying to go through. So it's a very physical matchup so far.
Ponsonby to throw down the back for Roos again. New Zealand get another go. Tukuafu as Ponsonby peels away. Now Brunt inside ball for Paul. USA's defence awake to the threat was Vogel, but New Zealand getting over the gain line with big, hard carries. Olsen Baker pick and go again. Olsen Baker now nudging up inside the 22. Demant through the hands. Brunt has been busy. Mikaeli Tu'u on the shoulder. Quick recycle and retention. New Zealand building phases and building them quickly. USA backpedaling. Now Tukuafu, the co-captain, 4 metres short. New Zealand sweeping around the corner. Must be numbers on the edge. And Mererangi Paul going to step her way to a second try in quick succession.
Once again, there's no other better finisher than Mererangi Paul. In the phases previous, they're coming really quick. Our carries are over the gain line and they're getting really lightning quick balls. So I must say Maya Josephs in at halfback, she's moving that ball really quick. So that's what's getting us gain line with our carries. USA don't have time to set.
They've had 3 camps together. Early part of the new year, and the PWR players joining the squad in the US, so about 5 or 6 trainings, but looks pretty sharp. I must say too, I believe the fitness testing has been as good as it's ever been for the Black Ferns in the professional era, and they look really fit at this stage of the season. Holmes, again, that one's going to stay well away, not quite connecting off the tee, but it's New Zealand who take the lead, 12 points to 7, 12 minutes gone in Sacramento.
Almost have to nickname Mererangi Twinkle Toes.
We haven't even seen Aishaleti Inga yet on the other wing for New Zealand. It's all gone Mererangi Paul's way. She brings down the restart. It gets hammered on the way through by Han Humphreys. It's good physical stuff from the US. Ponsonby goes into play halfback. Roos. Black Ferns looking to exit from inside their own 22. Roos put down all USA on this, and yeah, they'll win the penalty. Really good work over from Paris Redding, Bargel and others.
Yeah, Paris Redding really quick over the ball there.
Yep.
Forcing the turnover.
USA going for points.
Interesting call here. They must feel like they don't have quite enough momentum, so they're going for points and then they'll restart again.
Yep,
On the ball.
Bella Vogel, on
Give
debut.
me a 20-second warning.
Captain
We'll
of
walk behind me.
the
Thanks.
USA under-18s at the Global Youth Sevens here in New Zealand, in Auckland last year. USA 20s, she's very much come through their system. Exciting talent, probably a surprise starter at 10 with Kristen Bitter on the bench. She's made a nice start. And makes a nicer start, adds 3 more and closes the gap. It's New Zealand by 2, 12 points to 10. Holmes again, almost an action replay of the last 2 as it's brought down by Katana Howard. Kick charged, loose ball. Oh, hand Humphreys. Really good effort to get there. Good hustle from Humphreys to avert the danger. Still there for the USA. Bargell will have to dig it out. New Zealand looking to get up and put pressure on the ball carrier with good line speed. Sakapula Sanele.
Yes!
And now Bargell will send it up. Gets a pretty good clearance away too. Into touch, just shy of the halfway line.
Thank you.
USA being really smart there.
How many guys? How
Playing
many?
territory, just
5.
getting out of their half,
Go on this side. Thank you.
resetting around the halfway line. Black Ferns, opportunity to strike here again.
Taufu'u get up. Oh, got up and disrupted. Unlucky for the US. Treader just couldn't quite bring in the loose ball. Hallie Taufu'u got in front of Maya Roos.
Okay, wait scrum. Here
We get our first scrum of the match.
Just going to say that, first scrum.
Scrum. Here's your mark there. To the left, please.
A vastly experienced USA front row. Rogers Treader and Sagapula Sanele, Veliko Ponsonbeat and Mahutariki Whakalelu for
Okay,
New Zealand.
Stop moving. Oh, I've asked you to both stop moving. Thank you.
Vaisania Mahutariki Whakalelu, one of the breakout players for the Black Ferns last year. Still only 20, 21. Kaipo Olsen Baker packing down at number 8.
You'd expect Kaipo
Bind!
to come bustling off the back of the scrum there and probably running straight at Vogel.
Stay up.
Front rows go down.
Reset this. Okay. Do this again.
Hear that
Stand there.
intensity of the US players,
stand
right?
there.
Always up, always
Okay.
energetic.
Both sides, yeah, both sides. So clear gap at bind, temple to temple. Okay?
Both teams just trying to feel each other out.
Okay, stop. Stop moving. Stop moving. That's enough. Thanks. Crouch! Bind!
A lot of advice for Julian Zussman as the scrum sets. Pressure on. Olsen Baker will bounce out the back, goes blindside. Olsen Baker for demand, puts it on the toe. Let's see Inga chasing, but the ball will dribble out into touch.
Okay.
Not too sure what
Who's in the
space
front?
they saw
Stand on that
there.
mark right there.
Camera angles aren't the greatest,
Keep
but
the girls in line. Thank you.
you can see how dominant that Black Fern scrum can be.
3, come in, come in. 3, come in, come in. Thank you.
Humphreys off the top for the US. There's real ball and hand foot. Freda Tafuna, such a danger. Little fumble from Bargell, but play on. And now it comes for Kelter up into the line, playing at fullback today, Olive Kelter. That one skies in field for Holmes to bring down and run it back. Good tackle, Paris Redding.
That's back off white.
Again backwards,
Back off
Du
to the
Plessis
right.
does the tidying up and New Zealand swing back onto attack. Mahutariki Whakalelu. Joseph for Olsen Baker. Look to get the offload away back to her halfback, but lays it on the 22 instead. Now to Kuafu.
The mic's open, guys.
Now Veliko. New Zealand looking to build. After USA scored first points, it's been all New Zealand since. Joseph again. Now Olsen Baker, New Zealand really getting into their work well. Nice handling too. As it's there for Sylvia Brunt. It's landed a little awkwardly. Back it comes for Roos. New Zealand building phases. And nice and controlled and patient at the moment. Veliko asking USA to make a lot of tackles round the corner. It slipped on for Duplessis. And now Joseph again. Nice quick ball once more for Bayfield, who's got, Ponsonby on the edge and then fired the ball wildly that Georgia Ponsonby couldn't bring in.
Black Ferns are playing really with some physicality here, going around the corner. Georgia Ponsonby not quite keeping a hold of it, possibly forward. But so far, loving what we're seeing here from the Black Ferns.
Yeah, it's pretty slick, isn't it? You consider we thought maybe it'd be pretty rusty and fair enough too, but
Take a step forward.
the handling actually from both teams has been solid.
Okay. Okay. Hands off. Hands off.
It's a bit of treatment for Liana Mikaeli Tu'u.
We like a big gap, they like a little gap. Yeah, so we'll meet in the middle. We're going to meet in the middle, yeah. Maybe if on their balls they get what they want, and our ball we get what we want. Yeah. Well, within reason.
You just hear the chat from Georgia Ponsonby there in the background to the referee about the scrum gap. Everyone wanting something different.
Yep.
Always just got to plant those seeds in the ref's mind.
Love it. Just watch the elbow on this side. Okay, fine. All good? Okay. Scrum. Keep that elbow up, okay? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to set them first on your ball.
They have much longer arms. Ours are a little shorter. Okay.
I understand. On your ball, you're going to set second. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay, hooker.
Welcome back to Test Rugby for Julianne Zussman after a wee while away, getting plenty
So come forward.
of advice on these
That's good, thank
scrums. Difficult place for the USA to try and exit from here.
Time off. Sorry. We have a call from the sideline. HIA?
In fact, Liana Mikaeli Tu'u will go to the side, which could mean a very early debut for Mia Anderson. There's Liana Mikaeli Tu'u runs off, and it is a debut for Mia Anderson at 24 years of age. She's had to bide her time back after having a baby a couple of years ago, and now earns her first Black Ferns Test match.
Crouch! Bind!
Oh, New Zealand got a shove. That came back out the same tunnel. This will be a reset. But New Zealand just look like they got a little ascendancy there.
We'll reset it.
It's all about mind games in the front row, isn't it? So that's one up to the Black Ferns there.
Mia Anderson gets straight into it, packed down on the side of that scrum, a player who's worked really hard
Keep that elbow up.
to get to Test Rugby. Number 20.
Yeah, what an awesome moment for her and her whānau, especially after having baby and coming back. So this will be huge for them. She'll probably look to get a touch early and impose herself really early in the game. So look to see her do that.
Bind!
This one goes in cleanly. Tafuna has to bounce out the back to try and get a good exit. That is good meters off the back from the number 8. And they'll get a penalty too. Well worked by the US.
Now, Tafuna's been playing like that in the PWR all season, so to see her get them out of jail there was an awesome carry for her.
She's a good player. Freda Tafuna, 6 tries at the Rugby World Cup, most for the United States. There's a whole group of them on 6 who looked at Braxton Sorensen McGee in their weight. That's just what the US needed.
That wasn't an easy platform to come off either. That was going backwards. So for her to get out and make that much meters, that's an awesome carry.
Bayfield gets in front this time of Taufu'u, and New Zealand win the line out back, so possession for the Black Ferns once more. Brunt goes wide to Holmes, looking for Letienga on the edge. Letienga, just a little stumble, did well to keep her feet and then get that power game going. Aisha Letienga, hard to stop from there. Joseph picks out Tukuafu. New Zealand on a roll again. Off the line out, steal by Bayfield. Dement, flat to the line, Valuko, good defence USA. It's clinging on a wee bit at the moment. Bayfield goes once more. And a penalty. Oh, Tafuna got in over there. Big play from the US number 8.
Big moments from Tafuna there in the last 2 minutes. Black Ferns just catching themselves being isolated there. Probably getting a bit too wide and running away from support, but in saying that, what an awesome play there from Tafuna.
That's you.
Humphreys at the front brings it down, and that'll be a penalty. Contact in the air. There's Han Humphreys went to the floor. They're pretty robust, Humphreys.
Mark is here. Mark is here.
Hard work in the USA Sevens team on debut, but looks a little sore. Just perhaps winded, Humphreys.
Looks like she got the wind knocked out of her. You can see what the Black Ferns are trying to do there, trying to disrupt the intents there. It's just execution.
It's a good contest, the lineouts.
Let's go, USA!
At the moment.
Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Don't move.
Treader, that one's overthrown. It's scooped up by Ponsonby for New Zealand. The USA's lineup not functioning just as they would want it to as Duplessis looked to get the arms free. Good clear out from Brunt. Now Olsen back as some of the handling in close quarters is good from the Black Ferns. Letienga. Demand to the line, hard and direct, and Brunt, and then the offload for Valiko. She tries to keep it alive, sits up for Duplessis, then goes to the floor. Play on though, says the referee. Stolen away by Humphreys for the USA, and not for the first time. As New Zealand have threatened, USA have won some turnover ball just when they needed to. Bargel's made a mess of that one, and the pressure still coming on. Humphreys got the turnover, then got a bit of a flat-footed hospital ball. They do well though. Does Han Humphreys.
Hold.
And then Bargel will just scramble it away to the touchline. Short of the 22.
Okay, thank you. Defense, stand there.
Black Ferns playing with some real confidence here. This overthrow, Georgia Ponsonby collecting and just going straight to the edge. The ball skills of the girls are pretty good considering they haven't played in a long time, and you see here probably just needed to sight the target there with Chrissy's offload, but exciting footy.
Bayfield, but it wasn't straight. So as I said, it's been a good contest at lineup, but also a couple of errors from each team as well. And New Zealand just probably guilty of letting USA off the hook a wee bit at the moment.
That's you.
Yeah, probably a get out of jail card there for free, so
USA faster. Both
I think the
sides,
girls will
faster
be
to line up.
disappointed in that, but nonetheless on to the next job, and now they're on defense.
Time off. Come talk to me. Okay. The lineouts are taking too long on both sides. Okay, next one's going to be a free kick. Let's hurry it along. Thank you.
Treader, they go to the front and, oh, Tafuna almost got on a tangle. Here comes Tafuna again, who's starting to come into the game now. The number 8 for the US, Bargel. He come back to the blind side, and Rogers, USA forwards, just looking to rumble some meters. Now Bargel sends it up. Koulibaly coming in to chase this one. Tall underneath it, rather it was Joseph. They all left it behind, and it comes out off a USA foot. It worked out pretty well for the United States.
Who's stand there?
I think that's really smart from the USA, putting up contestable kicks there, testing the Black Ferns. Now that's put them in a really good position.
It's an area USA have been really working on in the build-up to this one. Kicking to compete hasn't been a strength of theirs over the years. Better line-out ball this time for New Zealand. Demant and Brunt, who has been as lively as always. Sylvia Brunt laid back for Joseph. Here for Holmes, now through the hands. That's Holmes, rather. It was from Duplessis. Now let's Ying a little in and away. He's clinging on that edge. Henrich made a good tackle. USA on this again. No, Kelter had a good dig at it. Demant short for Brunt. His carry meters will be ticking up. Veliko, nice quick ball. Olsen Baker through the hands and almost through the hole was Duplessis. Up to the 22, New Zealand come again. Not for the first time in the last 10 minutes or so, but they haven't been able to finish off. Holmes, now back for Joseph again. Olsen Baker, Mahutariki Whakalelu. And they've got the USA offside. Demant through the hands again. Bayfield back in field for Duplessis. Now Veliko does well on a dipping ball. Phases building and pressure building. USA have had to make a lot of tackles in this half. Slow ball for New Zealand. Ponsonby. And then Roos does well to hold on. Olsen Baker hard to stop from there, but stopped she is by Emily Henrich. Still they come, New Zealand. Tukuafu drops the shoulder into the tackle, and it's peeled back by 3 American players. It spits out the back.
We'll go back here, offside.
USA's
Offside.
defence inside their own 22 has been pretty staunch.
What's hurting them now is their discipline, especially at this end of the park. Black Ferns is really building pressure, building phases. What they're actually doing, they're getting wide off that, attacking that seam quite early, and that's causing USA defensive structures to have to scramble. So that's where we're seeing the midfielders come through.
Going to scrum here.
Okay, yeah.
High ball Olsen Baker off the back.
This time. It felt like the Black Ferns were just starting to maybe get a little bit of ascendancy at scrum time. There's been a lot of management of it.
Okay, she's setting first.
I think the girls feel like they can really strike off here, so they've gone to the set piece, and it ties up USA's forwards at the same time.
Crouch! Bind!
Midfield scrum, midweight 22. Lot of open territory here for New Zealand. Olsen Baker gets another shove. They've got the penalty advantage regardless. It's still marching forward. Joseph will clear it away. New Zealand can strike through Brunt, and then it breaks down. Tukuafu tidies up, but they'll go back for the penalty.
I think the Black Ferns pack just trying to stamp some authority there.
Coming straight.
Scrumming through the USA.
Quickly, let's go. Okay. Scrum.
Going to go again from the scrum.
Not scrumming straight. Okay, 2. Stand here. not staying square.
Can you just watch it? They're coming in.
Yeah.
I don't know where you want it to go.
Yeah, no, I understand, but they're going straight to the mark, and for me under pressure, it's
There's a lot of refs in that front row.
Can you just watch your angle in there?
Yes, absolutely.
Crouch! Inside the final 10 minutes of the first half, 2 tries apiece, a penalty for the United States as well. 12 points to 10. Very willing contest, the first of the season for these teams. New Zealand scrum starting to get the ascendancy. Away it comes for Joseph. This time for Brunt on the angle. She's looked dangerous all half. And there's no stopping Longui Piloto le Mapa Ataki. Sylvia Brunt from there.
Sylvia Brunt, take a bow. Her running game has been strong in this first 30. And to dot down on her 30th cap, how good.
What does she do well coming in on that angle? The way she hits that line.
Yeah, she's holding Howard there, so she keeps her really square, and then she bounces off her left foot there in her step, and Sylvia Brunt's got one of the best feet in the game, so you can see her standing up defenders constantly.
Holmes to add 2 more to New Zealand's tally, and she does just that, and New Zealand pull away ever so slightly. 19 points to 10, 8 minutes to go till half-time.
Number 6, Liana Michaela. Leading the match, number 20, Leah Anderson.
So I understand the frustration.
Liana Michaela back out there for New Zealand to have cleared the HIA assessment.
That's it.
They batted. Doesn't seem to have much care for her body in general. Liana Michaela. As Paul brings it down, timing was just right from Humphreys on the tackle, and the steal from Han Humphreys. Really good from the debutante, and that allows USA to attack towards the 22 again. Haven't had a lot of possession of late. Bargelt for Vogel. To step her way through Roos and Olsen-Baker. Not always best advised. Bargelt finds Gerald Searcy, who's hit by her opposite Bayfield. Bargelt looking for some direction. Tafuna through the hands. Howard, little chip kick over the top for Koulibaly to chase. No one back. And look at the pace of Erica Koulibaly. Steaming down on this one. All the room in the backfield, spotted by Howard, and then the screaming, steaming pace of Erica Koulibaly for the US.
Howard there, really good awareness, seeing space. Mererangi Paul was up flat there, and she just put it over the top of her. And then it was a foot race from then on, and we really saw her speed, didn't we?
But here's the turnover work for Humphreys first of all.
Yeah, where you are.
7 squad member, and then hard. Oh, that speed of Koulibaly.
Okay. Time off. Just hold.
Erica Koulibaly, just her 6th cap, made her test debut last year, scored on debut against Japan, and then forced her way into the World Cup squad. Tia knows having a look at something here. Try does stand, perhaps just checking an offside or something in the lead up, but the try is there. And Bella Vogel, a chance to close the gap again. Oh, this one
Thanks, Cam.
just pulled away to the left from Vogel.
Okay, cheers, guys.
USA staying in the fight before halftime, 19-15.
Again, we're just seeing that kick from Howard there, just off the side of her foot. And Humphreys again chasing the ball too, so she's in everything, isn't she?
Erica Koulibaly narrows the gap for the US. Holmes goes Long again down to Katana Howard. He's made a welcome return to the USA Eagles jersey. Veteran player, 23rd appearance, but 32 years of age now, Katana Howard.
Thank you.
Really a surprise omission from that World Cup squad.
Blue, stand there. Yep. Wait, as you are.
I think she just brings some real stability to the playing squad. And you've seen here in the instances that she's been involved with that she really brings that experience.
Bayfield off the top for Joseph. New Zealand look to launch from set piece again. Here's Brunt, most recent try scorer, stopped by Paris Redding. New Zealand look to roll one over the top here. 50-22 is on from Maya Joseph.
As usual, as usual.
Assistant referee, maybe she was just inside the USA half, was she?
Attack there.
Must have been.
They're coming, they're coming. Yeah.
Black Ferns doing really well to kick USA back into their own half and play the territory game, which we haven't been so good at in the past.
Gerald Cersei brings it away. Howard looks to crash it out.
Use.
Bargel for Rogers. Oh, clatters into Valiko. That's a good contest of two rugged defenders and ball carriers.
Use 9.
Bargel has to use it. Has been told to use it. Takes a little longer.
Touched by weight, touched by weight.
And that's been, as you just hear, the referee touched in flight by New Zealand on the way out. Bargel again, it's a nice calm exit this time.
Blue ball.
Everything kind of falling USA's way at the moment with a touch to the ball there. They'll look again to go to a safe option here in the line out.
Treader. They go to Humphreys, who's been in the thick of the action. Han Humphreys on debut. New Zealand come through and just to hold her up. So USA's forwards happy to keep it in tight with Hali Taufu'u. Bargel looks through a runner. It's Sangapolo Sanele with Paris Redding on the hit. Now she wants some protection again. Seeing much more of this US kicking game. Bargel confident with it at the moment. That one sent up. Chasers coming through. It's Koulibaly once more, but plenty of time this time for Meridangi-Paul. So New Zealand look to counter through Aisha Leti-Ienga, just ghosting sideways and then throwing an ugly ball forward out of the hands. And USA will have a chance to strike before halftime.
And once again, USA has gone back to that contestable kicking game, and it's working for them.
Okay. You take your mark first.
I think Aisha Leti-Ienga kind of just double took there. She probably could have thrown the bridge pass a little bit earlier rather than second guessing, but as we see here, we've got USA packing down with the opportunity to strike.
They've got it.
New Zealand have certainly had the ascendancy on their own ball at scrum time. See with the feed now from Bargel. Spit straight out the back for Tafuna to bounce down the blind side. Runs over the top of Joseph before being ragdolled to ground by Liana Mikaeli-Tu'u. Georgie Paris Redding, who has been luckless with injuries. Gerald Cersei, Howard is demand, had to go, grits the teeth.
She's in a realistic position with two hands. Scrum only.
Nodden agrees with the referee's decision that she realistically had a good go at that intercept.
Okay, scrum.
Tafuna once again though, off the back of that scrum, she's having an outstanding 40 minutes. Strong in the contact area.
In the US college system, they give out an award every year, a prestigious award, the M.A. Sorensen, to the best player. Rita Tafuna, the only player to have won it twice in the last 2 years, 24 and 25. There's 40 minutes is up on the clock, so USA one chance to strike here before halftime.
Bind! Set!
scrum screws. Out it comes for Tafuna again, this time messy ball, and New Zealand able to swarm upon her, but Humphreys does well. Ball spits out, then holds on to it, does hand Humphreys. New Zealand looking to blow through here. Oh, Paris Redding has had to squeeze that away. Has done well, and it's still there for the United States. Able to get a couple of extra metres, Paris Redding. And so now the US look to go again. Vogel, in fact, they will get to half-time. And what has been a very willing opening test match of the season. The first match of the Pacific Four, the first of 11 tests to come for the Black Ferns, and the first for the new coaching teams for both New Zealand and the USA. And they will trot to the sheds in Sacramento, California, with New Zealand leading 19 points to 15 at the halftime break.
No, my Hokima, welcome back to Sky Sports coverage of the Pacific Four Series, and it is 19-15. The Black Ferns with a narrow lead over the USA. It has been a tough contest. Let's get straight into the highlights. It was the USA who were first on the scoreboard through Hope Rogers, and that's not the first time that we've played the USA and they scored first, and they had their tails up very early on, Charmaine.
Oh, they did, and you see here they're just so intentful with what they do around their pick and goes, and you see Hope Rogers getting over the line there.
And then, of course, Mererangi Paul, Mary as we call her affectionately, she is so silky smooth. That first try was just individual brilliance.
Oh, and I said it before, she can make something out of nothing, and she can have 1 metre of space and she'll still execute.
And then she was in again straight away. And look, she still had work to do. She had two defenders in front of her. It's that footwork, the twinkle toes, as you mentioned beforehand, that gets her over. But then again, it was the USA that came back. But prior to that, Sylvia Brunt just going straight through the middle.
Yeah, Bubba runs like this all the time, or as we call her. She has the best feet in the game, and she can really stand up a defender, and you saw there she just coasted all the way through.
This was exceptional for the USA because remember they had spent an age on defence and then they had a little bit of ball down the Black Ferns end of the field and they came away with a try.
Yeah, Kulabale there had really good awareness on where they were in space and that there was nothing on, so she probably called that, and she's got some speed too on that wing there.
This game is a lot closer than I think anyone would have predicted, but we're playing like a team who hasn't played since the Rugby World Cup.
Yeah, still a bit rusty, I think. You can see that the girls are making breaks, especially in the midfield. Sylvia Brunt, Amy Duplessis, and we just don't have people quite running off them yet, so time will tell.
It's the defence for the USA that is keeping this in the game at the moment because we were on attack for a long period of time inside the 22 and we couldn't score, but they're just competing at everything. The line speed is good. They're not rolling over, this USA team.
Oh, they've come to play, and they're playing with a lot of heart and a lot of hustle. Now we're in now at 22 attacking, and they held us out. So to see them just effort after effort and scrambling defence at that, it's really good from the USA.
What do the Black Ferns need to do and change at the breakdown in order to hold on to that ball? Because at the moment, the USA are just stealing far too much.
Yeah, I think a couple of times here we get caught by ourselves, and it's not the first or second phase, it's probably like 4 or 5. So probably not trying to force the pass. There was a few passes that went wayward there, but I think if they can just stick to being a bit more patient and coming a bit tighter.
The midfielders, you mentioned them, Amy Duplessis and Sylvia Brunt. Again, they've really stood up. They're making a lot of half breaks. And in fact, the whole Black Ferns team, we're sitting at 70% gain line percentage. So we're able to break off. But they're just begging for someone to run off the shoulder, right? We just need to execute off the end of those half breaks.
Yeah, I think that's just everyone needing to come through. So every single attacking phase, we need to all be coming through together and then realigning. But you're seeing them here, Bubba, once again, just off the early foot.
What do we need to change about the way we're playing?
I don't think we need to change too much. It's probably more about the effort and intent and just trying to be there, especially on those half breaks, and treat everything the same.
Defensively, how are we going to stop the USA and their threats? Because they've had very little ball in hand, yet they've still scored a couple of tries.
Yeah, I think that first try came off a bit of an error in the line-out. We had a bit of mix-up with our numbers, and then it was kind of just all a bit scattered after that. But I think if they can slow the USA's ball down, because they're looking to play fast, and they are playing fast.
Anything else you would make in terms of changes? Are you going to bring on some players early, given that it's very tight?
I think I'd stick with the same team that's out there now. Let them run for a little bit longer, 10 minutes, maybe look at some changes. But I think they just need to try, get in the groove and probably just be a bit more patient.
Only a couple of points in it. It is very exciting. Let's get the update from the TAB from Ravinda Hunia.
Yes, Darohe Pango out the blocks for 2026, but USA drawing first blood. That was paying $5 before the match started. Now, the Black Ferns are still the favourites to win this one, but with USA looking so dangerous, could they take it? It's paying $26 to do so. We'll take a quick look at total points. Could the points go up? Black Ferns are on 3 tries. USA on 2. Could this go over 68.5 total points or below it? Either way is paying just under $2. So download the TAB app, bet responsibly, and buckle up for the second half.
It is going to be an absolute belter of a second half. Remember, the USA have not beaten the Black Ferns since 1991, but they've got their tails up. Things are looking good. I mean, what do the USA need to change? We've talked about the Black Ferns and what they need to change. The USA, is it more of the same, that scramble defence?
I think it's more of the same, and probably their discipline. Their discipline lets them down a couple of times there. And other than that, I think that their intent and their energy is really good. They just need to keep doing a lot of the same things.
Vogel, debut at 10. How is she going as a teenager? We talked about it, baptism by fire, but she doesn't look out of place.
No, and I think those early conversions for her did her well. She's playing with a lot of confidence. And I think if she can get her team into the right park, or right end of the field, it'll be good for her.
Is your prediction still 13 plus? Do you think the Black Ferns are going to run away with it? Or after seeing how the USA have come to play, do you think it's now maybe 1 to 12?
No, I'll still stay with 13 plus. I feel like they go to the halftime, they'll get solutions, and they'll come out and they'll be a lot better in the second half.
Well, I can't wait to see it. Everyone, don't go anywhere. Grab yourself a cup of tea and then sit back down on the couch. We have a big second 40 coming up. The Black Ferns and the USA in the Pacific 4 Series. First test of the year. Can they get a win, or can the USA get a shock upset?
Of these 4 in the Pac-4 series that's still there is Kevin Rouet of Canada. Sam Needs is new for Australia. Energy, we talked to him the other day too. What do you think about that one, looking ahead here in about an hour and a half or thereabouts?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a good rematch of the quarterfinal from the World Cup last year. Sam is new as the interim head coach, but was an assistant under Joe Yap last year. I mean, I think it's going to be an entertaining battle. And Australia has a little bit of an advantage too, because they played Fiji in their first test match last month, so they've been able to get a little bit more cohesiveness with each other. It's going to be an exciting next match, Ben, and we've got all the time for it.
We do. Great to have you with us wherever you're watching around the world. Over in New Zealand, past the noon hour on Sunday afternoon. Sacramento, California, here in the United States, just after 5 Pacific time. This match is being played out on the West Coast, Northern California, and here comes Erica Gerald Searcy, the captain of the U.S., leading them out. You and I both learn something every time we do a match. We talk to players, we talk to coaches. Neither one of us knew that when she was a kid growing up, she was into equestrian, riding horses, and there's so many diverse backgrounds. And Jack Hanratty, as you see her leading and waiting for every teammate to go by, could not say enough good things about her. She is the new captain for the U.S.
Well, and when she found rugby at Harvard and decided, man, I fell in love with this sport, I want to go after it, I mean, there was nothing stopping her. She is one of the hardest workers. I could go on and on about her story, but I think what's important, Ben, to notice is that they're finally hitting the moment for USA Rugby where those walk-ons in college can find that sport. Now they're leading.
She was studying molecular and cellular biology at Harvard. Walked onto the team, and now she's captaining the United States. There's Alev Kelter. Interesting background for Alev. You knew I was going to go there. She was a heck of a hockey player. She played at Wisconsin for Mark Johnson, who was part of the 1980 Miracle on Ice team, who's won 10 national championships. The Wisconsin men's team playing for the national championship in hockey tonight. But we're all about rugby here. New Zealand in the white and black kits. United States in those all blue, little red trim on them with the white numerals. What do you look for early on, Bree? Anything particular for either side?
I think right now for the U.S., they just need to string together phases, keep the possession while they can, and take advantage of any penalties they might draw up their way. As for the Black Ferns, I think they keep doing what they've done so well in the first half, continue to play at the pace and get the go forward. That will keep them in the positive and in the lead.
Very good. Treader with a tough carry there. Now it's into the hands of the captain who we were talking about. She's wrestled down.
Okay.
Referee is Julianne Zussman. Yep. I was wondering about that. It looked like a phase before. Did you see it too?
Okay, just hold.
Yeah, and I think just wanted to play with a little bit of the advantage there, but also get the comms from the ARs.
What's your decision? Sit. Okay. TMO.
Okay, we're going to go to the TMO for the first time tonight. And that is Cam
I'm
Russell.
show you a tackle by White 6. Tell me when you're at the screen.
Okay. Okay, Cam, we're at the screen. So we do have head contact. Tackler is upright. This meets the yellow card threshold for me. Agree with these facts? Okay, Cam. You agree with those facts? Okay, I have a decision. Thanks. Okay, so it's a it's a high tackle by White 6. It meets the yellow card threshold. It's going to go to the bunker for off-field review. Number 6. Sorry, 6. 6. 6, yeah, yellow card to the bunker.
So there's the verdict, Cam Russell, and you heard Julianne Zussman.
Thank you.
They're also going to look at that in the bunker, and Derek Summers is the guy that will handle that in there. So here's the yellow on New Zealand. Big opportunity for the United States here to play a player up here for 10 and maybe more.
Yeah, and so that will be critical for the U.S. to take advantage of. But as for the actual play, I believe what Summers is going to review is whether that was egregious or not, and if there's any mitigating factors, can that help bring the offense down? But right now, Mikaele Tu'u is just going to have to sit in the sin bin and await.
On that throw from Catherine Treader. 15 on 14, United States in a push. They pull that ball out. Good offload into the hands of Bargel. Bargel puts that ball into the hands of Henrich. We haven't called her name all night. Her 30th cap. And New Zealand comes up with a big turnover, down a player.
That was a great win from the Black Ferns.
This is so not from me. From you, it's a good contest. Okay. Not now. You've just been penalized. Okay.
I think there was a question there from Gerald Searcy, but it looked clean to me. And it was a nice little extra tip-on pass right at the end there from the USA, but unfortunately there was no support with that ball carrier. She isolated herself as she went down. Let's take a look at the replay here. So Henrich first gets the break, then a little tip-on pass to Howard, but Howard unfortunately is all by herself. And then New Zealand able to turn that ball over as a good win from them.
Sure was.
Stop. Thank you.
Yellow card issued in the 42nd minute. Erica Koulibaly. Kelter now. New Zealand.
9, no, back up, back up. Thank you.
Oof. So we are told Derek Summers, who is our foul play review officer, did not see anything that warranted that being anything more than a yellow, so it stays at yellow. You agree?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any egregious play there.
Captain. We have a decision on the bunker. The yellow card will remain a yellow card. Okay, thank you.
Now that right there, Bree Kim, is world-class communication by all. Terrific job.
Okay, mark there, please.
And if you're new to rugby, just tuning in, that's really the third voice that we get on this broadcast. It's so critical and so different from other American sports to have the referee mic here, but it just creates a clearer picture for you all.
You said it. It's clarity to the sport. You understand what's going on. And I love that about this great sport. Here comes New Zealand. They're a player down to the edge. They're going to try and get home, and they do! A third try, another Hattie for Paul as they explode up the right side, and they now lead by 9.
Look at the celebration there.
TMO check.
Paul playing nice and cool, calm, and collected. I think there will be a TMO review. Was that last pass forward? We'll take a look here.
Okay, time's off.
So Cam Russell handling this one again here, Bree. As the officiating crew makes their way back, the ones on the pitch.
Okay, Cam, I'm at the screen.
You're right, Ben. I think it's actually the grounding, not the forward pass.
Now, Julian.
Oh, that's pretty
so
clear
close.
to me. Pretty clear to me.
Yeah.
Julianne, we have a clear knock-on in goal.
Yep.
Restart with a goal line dropout.
Thank you. Okay.
Again, efficient, timely. And I looked at Bree. Obviously, you can't see us. And I said, I used my hand. I said, I think that ball might have come out. It did.
No, you had it. You had the right call there.
Goal line dropout.
Of course, you must have the hand touching the ball at the same time as touching the ground. But the separation, as you could hear the referees refer to it, means you had that gap between the hand and the ball. No try.
So the United States here. Goal line dropout coming up for them. Again, New Zealand down a player. The yellow came in the 42nd minute for a high tackle. There's the kick from Kelter. Handled back there. It's their captain, Demant. 36th match. She's captain of Black Ferns more than anyone in their decorated, illustrious history. Quite an achievement for the 30-year-old. Yep, there's the call. The United States, you hear them enthusiastic. A player up, and that ball off the mark. Those passes have got to hit whatever country you're playing for. You got to hit that pass.
And I could appreciate what the USA were trying to do there, trying to just keep the Black Ferns on their toes, go for a quick tap since they haven't seen that yet in this match, but just not fully connected all the way. Unfortunately, doesn't land in Matetonga's hands.
So here's Georgia Ponsonby now. New Zealand on the right side of the pitch in their book. Down a player. Ponsonby at the back, number 2 there.
She's through the middle.
Ball under her right. She'll free that ball for Maya Joseph, the 23-year-old scrum half. From halfway, here comes New Zealand again. Up 4, outside. Here's Paul again, making a sprint. Paul with a kick over the top. Tries to get there, but coming back was Vogel to get in her way, Bree Kim.
Kicked in by New Zealand.
Oh, man, what a play, Ben. Thought Paul was going to get her Hattie right there, but was denied by Vogel. But it was the quick hands.
Make sure everyone's behind the ball, okay? Make sure the players are behind the ball.
That sequence of play right there. Black Ferns are just so good. They're so comfortable with the ball in their hand, and their spatial awareness was able to get out to the edge. Remember, they're one person down, and yet they are able to make an overload happen.
Paul trying to put on a show. She's already got 2. New Zealand, again, they're short a player. About 4 minutes have elapsed in that yellow.
She's back to her feet.
And they've controlled the play here. Had a try, was called a knock on. It came off the boards. Now Joseph takes a look. Wants to get that ball outside. Clean out.
Leave it. Rocket's going, leave it. Use.
Joseph.
Tackle! Away blue!
Pick and go from the back. Joseph surveys. Rogers first to the ball carrier for the United States.
Use!
Textbook work here from New Zealand. Short a player here. Nearing 5 minutes gone in that yellow, and they're inside of the 5 again.
On your feet!
About 3 meters away, Joseph spins that one outside. Look out here! Outside edge and in! Perfect line! Renee Holmes puts it down. Her 9th career try.
Well, that time the fullback gets the points to her name in addition to the conversions that she's already kicked through. So good to see Renee Holmes involved in that passage of play as we take another look here. DeMant now getting it out to Brunt, and then Brunt just opens it up. It was the insertion through that gap from Holmes. It just opens it up right there. I mean, you can't tell that they're one person down, Ben. Great stuff from the Black Ferns.
They have outplayed the United States for all of this time in the yellow card, let's be honest. They had 1 try taken off. This one from Holmes, no question on that one. One previously from Paul was in the 45th, and here in the 48th, Holmes with the 5. The conversion is good from a difficult angle for Holmes, and she sticks it and continues to pile up the points. She's well north of 200 in her career, and now New Zealand leads by 11.
Lovely little strike there. I mean, just has so much experience. Back home, Super Rugby Aupiki is about to kick off, and she's newly signed to the Hurricanes Pua, and man, are they excited to have someone like her.
Seriously. So now the United States, they've done nothing with this yellow card, and this one doesn't go 10. And another mistake here. The Americans reeling a bit here as New Zealand has taken control here in the opening nearly 9 minutes of this match.
Yeah, and I think a message at halftime for the Black Ferns was probably to adjust to make sure that they seal off and protect their own breakdowns in the rucks. We saw in the New Zealand's attacking rucks, there were a number of balls that got stolen from the U.S. because the support from the Black Ferns was a little bit too late. I think they've adjusted really well in the last 9 minutes, which has just meant that their possession's been continuous, and it's just led to that last try, U.S. not able to disrupt.
So inside of 3 minutes to go in the yellow on New Zealand.
Set.
Good hold. Joseph mishandled, gathered it in calmly though. Kick through here. Hot shot down the line. It'll be spotted right there about 4 meters inside of the 22.
Skate, 2 weight, sub 2 weight.
So some
Confirmed.
substitutions coming in now.
Excuse me, donor
Vicky Rose Green is coming in, number 16. There she is. She'll play the hooker position now.
It's a good opportunity for Vicky Rose Green, who has 5 caps. You know, Ponsonby got an eligibility waiver to play in this campaign, despite being full-time at the PWR this year. There's a little bit of a lack of hooker depth for the Black Ferns right now. So building on that, getting more reps for Green as she takes on the next 30 minutes.
See that substitution there on our score bug, upper left there, here in the 51st minute. New Zealand. 14 on the pitch. They've scored 2 tries. 1 was taken off. and they are knocking on the door again. A little veteran move there from DeMont. Wilson Baker, the carry. She's had about a handful in the match. Oh, bruising similar to that one. Look out here, over the top again, right in the bucket. Inside, they play it. Big tackle from Kelter there on her counterpart, Holmes. Outside, diving to the line, and it's Paul. And now, Bree, she's got the hat trick.
Well, maybe it took her a little bit longer than it did a couple years ago, Ben. But it was off of the hard work of the midfield. Just getting to go forward and forcing more than 2 USA tacklers to get wrapped up to bring that ball down creates the overload on the outside. That was a great tackle from Kelter, but it just wasn't enough. Still had 2 more people on the outside. The quick recycle off of this ruck. Paul gets that ball out, and it would be Duplessis to Paul. They extend their lead, taking that nice breath, but they're feeling pretty good about how they've opened up this second half.
Yeah, they've scored 2 tries that are going to count here, down a player. And I love the unselfish play from Paul. She gave that ball trying to get it inside to Holmes. She ended up getting it back, but that's a world-class player right there, no question about it. Another tough kick here for Holmes, about the same spot as the last, but
Oh, I didn't know that you wanted it. I'll give it next time. Every time you
And you could hear, I think Holmes was asking for a warning about the time running down. Referee said, oh, I didn't know you wanted it. But there's a kick clock now.
There is.
So those 2 points, I mean, it was a hard one, but I think she would have converted it, but it will stay a 16-point differential.
Yeah, so you do the math, certainly for the United States, down by 16, so a 3-possession match. And here's another debut. It's Abigail Payton coming into the match, and scrum half, who is another player that you should see Bree next to me. She's like, they're excited about her, and they are. Tell us why.
Well, it's not often that the Americans get a little bit of South Pacific flair. But Abigail Payton actually lives in New Zealand, as you know, Ben, has dual eligibility, could have played for New Zealand if she wanted to.
Touch my blue.
But Henrati said we had to really sell her on this USA brand. And look, she's all bought in. She's playing at Matatu. And look, she is going to be a game changer, I think, for this USA side.
So the 9-10 combo for the United States now is currently 2 19-year-olds.
Thank you.
That's what you want in this first year of the campaign.
Correct.
Give a lot of early reps to your young guns.
Here's Koulibaly trying the first half. America turned over again. United States been on the back foot here. There's a charge down. Good job getting in there to block that by Holly Tafuo. And now the U.S., they'll go to work with Payton running as their 9, wearing 21. Her debut. Kick turned over to the back now, and the Black Ferns under a bit of pressure. The take from Kelter. Kelter, high kick. She'll chase for it. The take back there by Joseph. Scrum half for New Zealand. High tackle, though, on Kelter.
She was shot out of a cannon, Kelter, trying to get that ball back, but unfortunately just by position too high. Liked the decision, though, and if anyone can break a game, you know it's Kelter.
Yep. 55th minute here. 16-point lead for the Black Ferns of New Zealand. That's into touch, though, as we look back at the tackle here, Bree.
Thank you.
So big kick from Kelter. And just as the ball carrier just gets down to ground, it's just too low. High tackle there.
Here comes New Zealand again. The Black Ferns on the move. Good ball. They are knocking on the door again. They're going to use that edge again. Dropped it right in the bucket again. Paul out there. Paul got the ball free, and they get home, and they get down again. It's Holmes with her second here in the half.
Greased lightning. That's how this Black Ferns attack plays. As soon as they steal that ball back, it's just bam, in your face. A few phases later, and you're still trying to figure out what just happened. That's how fast this passage of play just happened.
You're not kidding.
We take a look here from the line out, clean ball off the top, sets a nice platform, well-worked set piece, and it's just a go forward, keeping that ball alive. That was the 8-man who started it all in Olsen Baker, but then just able to get it out wide and then back inside. They just look so comfortable with the ball, and that's Holmes with her second try.
10 seconds.
Yep, scored in the 48th and now here in the 56th. And Holmes from that far touchline. She's doing it all.
This time she does it in time.
Yes.
She probably would have had another 2 points to her name, but take a look here. Oh, beautiful carve-out pass from the scrum half. I mean, when you have that kind of accuracy and precision from the base to be able to carve out the rest of the defense, I mean, there's nothing you can do as the USA there. Holmes thanking her teammate for that one.
They make it look so easy. Couple of substitutions for New Zealand. Ilona Vane is into the match wearing number 18. Vaipolu is in wearing number 19 for the Black Ferns. And again, those on your scoreboard there on the left cycling through as well here into the 58th minute. I mean, Brie, let's be honest. I mean, New Zealand has come out in the second half. They scored 2 tries down a player. The United States has barely had the ball. This is what this country and this team is all about. It's what they do. 38-15 now. The score here. United States, for their sake, they just need to get a passage of play here going.
Exactly right, Ben. I mean, they've had a lot of kicking game in the last few minutes, but that's just meant that they've had to try to turn over that ball, and they've been unsuccessful in that.
Advantage, knock on.
There you have it from our referee, Julianne Zussman.
Advantage over.
Here come the Black Ferns again, up this left side. Working through, look at the footwork. What an offload. Inside of the 5, played back again, another good offload. They're just winging it all over the park. And Han Humphreys comes in and takes it away, puts an end to that for the United States.
Use!
Tara Turner is in for the Black Ferns as well. She'll now work as their scrum half, wearing 21.
And gets her debut as well. But Koulibaly now, can she stretch it again?
Look at her go. This is what the U.S. is going to expect and hope for her every match. Really good carry there, gaining halfway. Pick from the back there. Peyton now, the scrum half. We told you a couple of minutes ago for the U.S. Down on the floor, picked up by Paris Redding. Work back now, and the U.S. will try and give a little chase here, trying to get this kick to go. Koulibaly overran it. Mishandled the ball. What a kick that was, Bree.
I've been loving how they've used Howard's attacking kick in this match. Looks like they are going to go to TMO.
13 and 14.
Matatonga just couldn't collect it.
Okay, TMO. Give us some space. Yeah, all good. TMO. We're going to check the TMO.
Cam Russell will look at this. Hannah King is in for New Zealand, 22.
Yeah.
Justine McGregor, her first cap with the Black Ferns. So they've worked in all 4 of those potential debuts that are now debuts.
I'm going to show you a clean out from white 18.
Okay.
Ooh.
So this is head on head.
Oh, Paris Redding.
Yeah, the back of her head hitting it. She has
the
line of sight.
That one.
No mitigation for me.
She's stationary?
Yeah, she is stationary. Okay, so for me, this meets the yellow card threshold against 18 white. They're both very low. Yeah.
I think it's an avoidable contact.
Yeah. Yeah. So what we have is a head-on-head collision that is avoidable, and this is dangerous enough to be a yellow card. Cam, do you agree with those facts? Okay, I have a decision. Back on me, thank you. So it's going to be a yellow card against 18 white for a dangerous clean out. 18 white.
So there's the verdict. Another yellow assessed here. Tanya
This is a dangerous clean out.
Vale will
head-on-head contact.
head to the bench.
It was avoidable. Going to the bunker for off-field review. Yellow card.
So she's off for 10 minutes here as we are nearly 3/4 of this match through.
We'll go back to the penalty.
And I think the reason it wasn't any more serious than that is because Paloma Valley was really trying to get lower than Paris Redding and try to clean out that ruck, but Paris Redding was already so low to the ground, so they will go back for the penalty.
So we're all the way down there. So advantage is over. Advantage is over for the penalty. So the restart is down here. So yeah. Okay, yeah. So it'll be a white scrum. Advantage is well over. Scrum.
Okay, so can hear clear communications. It'll be interesting to see what the Black Ferns do because Carolina Valle in the front row. Now they're going for the scrum. What adjustments will they make? If I'm the USA, especially because the Black Ferns are in their own defensive 22, you want to be putting massive pressure on in that engage.
7 white sub, please.
So that yellow, of course, also being looked at in the foul play review booth by our officer tonight, Derek Summers.
Subs, blue 8 and blue 3. Okay, come back on. Sorry, so sorry. Okay, you're set here. To the left. Yes, thank you.
We'll have new players coming in for the U.S. Leatherman will come in to take over the tight head spot for the United States.
And then Ina Bailey, I believe.
Yep.
Well, it looks like Tafuna is actually still out there. Confirm those subs in a moment.
There's Tara Turner, the 22-year-old. She was emotional and talking about getting a chance to put on this jersey and this kit for the first time. Just 22 years old. Here comes the U.S. now. A little look off there. The carry from Munatonga. To the edge.
Back up.
More substitutions from the reserves off our scorebug there. Plenty coming for both sides. Nifty little pass there. Final quarter of the match into the 61st minute. 38-15 New Zealand. Look out! You can see that coming a mile away. Here's Humphreys now. And Humphreys trying to work that ball and play it into the hands of Treader just off the mark.
Oh, that was really exciting build-up from the USA. Han Humphreys saying, my fault, but they did a really nice job keeping that ball alive. Just seeing a little gap and then getting that late offload just hits the deck. Unfortunate, but the USA has to like the momentum that they're starting to build, and now I think we're seeing Sangapalu and Tafuna come off. The subs coming on now.
Seen some moments from Humphreys as well throughout the match for the United States. Here's New Zealand now. Holmes, monster second half for Holmes, into the hands of McGregor. McGregor in her debut for the Black Ferns. Good carry from Justine McGregor. Good spin on that ball from Turner, the 22-year-old. Decides to keep it this time, trying to get it free, but ball was knocked on, says referee Julianne Zussman.
Yeah, Turner just trying to get that ball out, but offload goes forward. Talk about a few of these names from the Black Ferns. We just talked about Justine McGregor.
Julianne, the yellow card is to be upgraded to a 20-minute red card.
So we get
There's a
some
high
news
degree of
here, Ben.
danger
I'll let you
and
take
always
that, and then
illegal
we can go
action.
back to the
Okay, thank you.
Black Ferns
Okay,
in a moment.
captains. Captain. Captain. We have a decision from the bunker. The yellow card will be upgraded to a 20-minute red card.
Okay.
It's an always illegal action.
Yeah.
So it will be, and it's highly dangerous.
Can I tell the cop that's just come on for her?
Yes, that's fine.
So there you heard, they went into the bunker. The foul
Okay,
play
let's
review
restart here.
officer, Derek Summers, felt that was a 20-minute red card. That's what he's issued.
Red card.
Yeah, I think that's the right decision. And you can just see just the reaction there. Just, that's not, of course, what you wanted. But it was a very dangerous tackle. The safety is the #1 priority on the pitch here. But it wasn't egregious, so I think that's why it's only a 20-minute. But still, that is very tough for Kelowna Valley, who has been in prime form the last few months.
Yep. So that is the verdict. 38-15 New Zealand. This was a 19-15 match at halftime. And New Zealand now not only dealing with a couple of yellows, but a red too. And they have put up plenty of points here in this second half to extend the lead now. Here comes the United States. Ina Bailey. Penalty going the way of New Zealand. Didn't release it in time.
Ina Bailey going off the weak side of the scrum there with that carry, and I think just Humphreys just didn't recognize where she was going just in time, and just a little half-second late, Black Ferns able to get right in there and steal that ball back.
Ball in the hands of their captain tonight, Ruahei Demont. We will talk with both the captains, losing and winning captains, post-match.
Numbers, please. Okay.
Here's a good look at her.
#1.
We talked earlier about her
It's on the
demeanor,
5, so open up.
but I mean, she's just someone who, doesn't need to say a lot of words,
Okay, and
but is
blue
very
12,
articulate,
sub.
and everyone immediately listens to her.
Sub.
She just went
12.
over the PWR, played with the Bristol Bears, and I think had the same kind of impact.
I'm doing
just to
subs,
have
so
a
it's not
leader like
relevant,
that,
okay?
and to get some more South Pacific
How many?
flair up here in the Northern Hemisphere, I think is pretty exciting for the growth of the sport, as we see Katana Howard take the rest.
5.
And it will be
Another debut.
number 23, Talese Watafe
Yep.
of Southern Nazarene University. See if she can
So no contest, that's
have
fine.
some game-breaking pace here too.
Good hand there from Roos, reaching up and snaring that with the right hand in the jump. Again, those changes, the reserves coming in. There have been plenty here in the second half.
Knock on.
Off the scoreboard. That's a knock-on, they say, on the Black Ferns.
We have a deliberate knock-on. Deliberate knock-on.
Yep.
By blue 20. Blue 20.
Beg your pardon, it was on the United States there for whacking that ball, knocking that ball
Deliberate
down.
knock-on. Penalty for you. Yeah.
It was pretty clear and right in front of Zussman there.
Yeah.
Bailey just getting eager and can take the time now. Demand just setting that out, setting up for an
Marcus here.
attacking line out.
Looking to eclipse the 40-point mark
5.
is New Zealand. Vicky Rose
She's the
Green,
receiver,
ball in
she's the
hand for
receiver.
her. Deep high throw, well done, good
That's
work.
fine. Play on.
Pulu got up to get it. Here's their captain. Carry there
Away
from
tackler.
Demant.
It's back.
Backwards, Holmes gathered it in. Here they go, trying to slip in and threw him down. They get home again. Hannah King, 11 caps in her career and her first career try for the Black Ferns.
Okay.
So
Okay.
good to see Hannah King back in the mix. Plays for Matatu and
Thank you.
back on the Black Ferns side. But just the patience there from Demant. Knows there's nothing on, so go ahead and take the ball into contact. Another big, hard carry there. And the U.S. did a good job of folding around, but then just breaking through tackles. Hannah King just shrugging them right off of her. Take another look here. Cleans it up right off the deck. Matatonga can't do anything about it. Black Ferns now breaking the 40. Can they get to 45 with this kick?
10.
Looking to extend it to a 30-point lead. The right boot from Holmes, and that one had the perfect bend to it, and it's right through. And she says, yeah, I knew that was through all the way. And it's 45-15, New Zealand on top.
Holmes, I think, has at least 20 points to her name of the 45. 5 cons, 2 tries.
26 points in the second half. And a large portion of it playing down a player. Last year's Pac-4 Series champion, New Zealand, up 30 here in the 65th, back with possession of it. Controlled this match and showing the rest of the world, hey, we might have a new coach, we might have a lot of new players, but we're still New Zealand.
Absolutely, and I mean, you and I will never know what it truly means to wear that Black Ferns jersey, but you know, we got a chance to sit down with 2 of the debutantes earlier in the week, Mia Anderson and Tara Turner, and
in line with the player in front, please.
You know, when we asked them, they didn't even know how to really describe it themselves.
Yep.
But I think that's what's so powerful about the Black Ferns.
Close the gap. Thank you.
Look, it doesn't matter what country you're from. When you speak with these players, when you see how they play, you see their coaching staff, I mean, it's so evident it means the absolute world, and it just makes you fall in love with the sport all over again.
No doubt.
Don't touch her. Don't touch her.
They both talked about those players you mentioned. They said,
no, 6 away. Thank you.
It's a privilege to be here. Not that you don't hear athletes say that, but I don't think you hear them say that enough in sport.
Advantage.
Pretty awesome. U.S. playing advantage here, says Julianne Zussman. Still driving forward. A lot of defending here in the second half for the United States. They've been up against it, now trying to put one through, race for it. Trying to get in there and get after it there.
No advantage.
Watafe. Come back and reset for the advantage.
Entry. 4. Side entry at the mall.
First of all, fantastic driving ball from the USA.
Yeah.
Got at least 10-15 meters. As you can see, the rain.
Marcus here.
It's been going for the last few minutes here, making the conditions nice and slick. But then little heads-up play from Henrich to try to dart that little kick through, playing with the advantage in mind. But take a look at this. Started at midfield. Oh man, Shabbat's gonna be happy about this one. But just Treader, stay so patient. Treader has scored so many tries off the back of a driving maul. Knows the timing there and is able to get the penalty for the side entry.
Yeah, you mentioned the rain. The percentage of rain increasing as we go along here throughout the night in Sacramento. It's going to be a factor, certainly, the rest of this match, and for Canada, Australia, that comes up at 7 p.m. Pacific time here in Sacramento.
Okay, USA, stand there. Thank you. Position mark. Oh, sorry. Stay where you are. On their ball.
And you just take another look here. I mean, you were saying it, Ben, as this happened.
Let's go.
Just so slick, it just slips right out of Treader's hands.
Ball security, everything. When it's not raining, and you see the rate it's coming down right now, and it's a pretty good rate.
Sit! Slow it. 1. Relax.
There you have it.
I hope Roger's having a tough day with how Zussman has been refereeing these scrums. So an easy kind of relieve the pressure for New Zealand as DeMant looks to get this one a touch.
As I say here in the United States, this isn't baseball. When it rains, the games stop. This is rugby, and they play through the rain. They play in the snow. Tough customers, men's or women's.
There you are.
And the umbrellas coming out in Sacramento, and you're going to need them. It's going to be a rainy night ahead. Line out here for New Zealand, leading by 30. What a performance they've had in the second half, and Whitney Hansen, their first-year head coach. This one mishandled, knocked on back there, trying to get that take, and you might be able to say it was the weather, the rain, but nevertheless, it's turned over.
And New Zealand just marching down the field now, and it's tough for Koulibaly. Just tried to adjust, knows it's slick, but hasn't touched the ball in a few minutes, so we see another substitution coming on. This time it's Kristen Bitter.
Yep.
Bella Vogel had an immense 70 minutes, and now Bitter, the Dartmouth product, comes on.
Where's the ball? Oh, there we go. Okay, you set first. I'm here.
For Vogel?
There. Yep. Got you? Show us 6 shoulders. Get your shoulder out. Stay square. Okay?
Entering the match, number 22, Kristen Bitter.
Tara Turner here in her debut with the ball in hand. A lot of youth on both these sides, as you touched on too. The new cycle for the World Cup in 4 years. So these countries want to find out what they got. They put these players right into the fire. You have to. Turner finally gets her hands on it. Come the Black Ferns. Good decision there. Up over the top. What a play from Holmes. Holmes. It's going to be a little too strong and goes out.
Okay, so ball is out. We have the option here of a scrum or a 22. Where is she? Scrum or 22? 22. Scrum. They're getting dominance by coming around. Okay, we'll have a look. 22? Okay.
So they will go for the 22 drop there.
22 dropout.
22 dropout.
Kelter will boot this one away here. Now New Zealand trying to go back on the attack here. They'll play Canada next week in Kansas City. Chase for it here, didn't set up, coming away, getting that ball is Bitter just into the match. She's fresh. Fresh legs, fresh lungs. Went through the legs of Peyton there, gets some help, played back for Koulibaly. Handles this one. United States will take on Australia next week in Kansas City. Round 2 of the Pac-4 series. There's the call from Zussman. Tapping on the restart. Here goes Abigail Peyton, the youngster. Good carry from her. Comes the U.S. Tapping on the restart. Looking to split through, get through a channel. Big tackle there. Ball laid back. It's free and available.
16.
Advantage here.
I have it. Thank you.
For the U.S.
$16.
Another yellow coming.
16. So this is a cynical side entry in the 22. They're always under pressure. It's a yellow card.
So Vicky Rose Green will sit for the remainder of the match here now.
She was trying to understand what it was, and
go ahead.
Look, you may have prevented a try in that moment, but now one down for the rest of the game.
Here comes the U.S. trying to get home here.
Yep, she's out.
Held off the scoreboard here to this point in the second half. Peyton turns through the rain. Kelter, the veteran. About a meter shy. They're trying to just push her in there. And they're, the penalty called on the United States.
Zussman, I think, saw the steal, the body position of the Black Ferns. It was a tough call. I thought it was pretty quick. But take a look here. Kelter carries it in. And then it's immediately on that ball. It looked like it was a quick release from Ruse. And I think did enough to reward her team. There's Ruse right there, back on her feet.
Thank you.
The referee saw it and rewarded the Black Ferns with the ball.
Inside of 8 minutes remaining in this match. All New Zealand, they led by 4 at halftime. Now lead by 30.
And Ben, you just heard on the announcer Mike there.
Hope Cooper.
On the line.
Hope Rogers coming out and Hope Cooper coming in, and how cool for her. Hope Cooper plays for the Bay Area Breakers in the WER. I know all of her teammates are there right now.
Yeah.
Great way to get your debut.
Big moments on both sides. Black Ferns, they came in to this match with 4 potential debuts. They've all debuted. The United States, 4 potential debuts, and now with Cooper getting in, all 4 for the United States. So those international careers on in full force. There's another one for the U.S. Peyton down to ground. She went.
No hands, wait.
Just a steady rain in Sacramento, California. That went backwards through the hands. Kelter under pressure, sidesteps, gets free. Good tough carry from Kelter. But,
holding.
Yep, she didn't let her go in time.
Okay, 21. Don't engage. Don't engage. Don't engage.
That's tough. That was 2 in a row for Kelter.
Yeah.
She's able to get so much go forward, but just not the support in time.
The beautiful game, right? Pouring rain, blood, mud everywhere. It's a kick, the penalty kick here for New Zealand. And the rain factored into that off the side of the boot there.
Oops, sorry. Okay. Blue on the line. Blue on the line.
Julianne Zussman saying, let's move here.
Just hold. Just hold. The AR is in front of the hooker, okay? There's a conversation happening. All good? Okay, you stand there. Just, can you take a step and stand there? Thank you.
Turner with the throw there in the line out. Not often you see the 9 doing that.
Feels like 7's been.
A little bit. Here's Kelter now. Into the hands of Koulibaly. Erica Koulibaly yanked down from behind. Good work coming back there by McGregor in her debut.
Look, McGregor's debut with the 15 side tonight, but she's been with the Blackburn 7 since 2024. She was the youngest ever 7th player to be contracted. She was 17 years old when that happened.
Wow.
Okay.
Talk about building experience, but congrats to her.
Okay,
Now
so the
she
red card
gets
cannot return yet.
her 15th debut here.
That's awesome.
At 78, the red card will return. Okay, sounds good.
You know,
okay.
and I think going back to the development discussion, right? It's may seem like a new face in Whitney Hansen, but also remember in 2023, the Black Ferns 15, which is their developmental side, was coached by her. There's actually quite a few players on this Blackburn side that played with her, so familiar faces. She already knows. She's been coaching them for several years now, so may seem like a new face and maybe a new shirt, but really it's all part of the pathway.
Great stuff, great insight from you. Ponsonby's back in at the hooker spot for New Zealand. Emerson Allen into the match now, wearing number 19 for the U.S.
Yeah, we also saw Reese Woods come in, Sacred Heart University product.
Yep.
But Ponsonby having to come back in because the hooker is right now still in the red cards.
Yep, Vicky Rose Green. That's why Turner threw that last one in the line out. This is more traditional for her. Put in on the scrum. Here come the Black Ferns. Coming up on just 4 to play.
Forward pass.
Yep, that one went forward, looking out on the left wing there.
Scrum.
U.S. will get the ball here. So if you're New Zealand, you're obviously, you're going to be happy with this thing, the way you played. You put up 26 in the second half.
There's their mark.
Like any good country, any good coaching staff, they're going to have things they're going to want to work on. Where do you start if you're the United States after what's happened to them here tonight?
Well, look, I think you're proud of the way you played. I mean, the response to play a totally different style than the U.S. is used to playing in years past, right? That's all you can ask for is to give it your all, and I think they've really done that in this match. And yeah, there's going to be things to tweak, but I think it's all about just getting the reps. And then against Australia next week, that is a huge matchup. Don't forget, Australia's the one who sent them home from the World Cup last year.
Yep.
That's going to be quite the revenge game.
Yep. Good stuff from Bree. United States here in the final 3.5 minutes here. Would love to get into the try zone for the first time in a half, but the Black Ferns doing that, just doing damage. I mean, if that's a sevens carry right there, I don't think I've ever seen one. You were just talking about her too, McGregor. She looks the part, athletic. Big collision there. Big heavy run there from Fakaleu. Now splitting through here on this carry is Brunt. She's a try scorer tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Down on the floor, scooped on there by Turner. High tackle on the U.S., so advantage for the Black Ferns here. They play with it. And Humphreys down on the pitch. Forward pass was called.
Time's off.
And time is off as
no.
Humphreys
Popped out.
needing medical assistance out there.
For high tackle here.
And you hope they're okay. They've had a massive game in their debut, especially with USA Sevens. I mean, this year on the series has been immense. The work rate, the electricity, and I think has had a fantastic debut, but just hope that they're all right as they seek medical attention.
It'll be a penalty for you on the 10 for a high tackle when we restart, okay? It'll be a penalty for you on the 10 when we restart for a high tackle. Yeah. Okay.
Good to see.
It's going to be their ball.
Humphreys back up.
Penalty for a high tackle back here.
You heard the word and the verdict there from Julianne Zussman.
Okay. High tackle. Back here, number 4.
So that was called on the lock, Holly Talfo. Beg your pardon.
Okay.
Talfuo. Easy for me to say. That was the call on her. Turner getting into position, 21 there for New Zealand. Ponsonby 2 as well. Going in to the seats over there.
Okay, thank you.
Jacob DeMant, we'll talk with her post-match. Also talk with Erica Gerald-Searcy, the captain of the U.S. as well. More than 2 minutes away from this one. It's been, for the last about 10 minutes, been in a steady rain, and hate to say it, but it looks like it's going to continue for Canada and Australia.
Yeah, it quieted down for a few minutes just a moment ago, but it's kind of back in full force. But it's a good test, right? You have to get these reps and execute, and Black Ferns do just that on that line out.
Yes, they do. They've done a great job of that. Really throughout the match, but they put on quite a show here in the second half. This push still continuing. Turner gets it free. Into the hands there of Sylvia Brunt. Turner from the base. New Zealand slowed a bit here. Ponsonby. Double tackle there. Fuo in on it for the U.S. Another big, heavy run here.
No hands. Advantage.
Fakaleu with that carry, the tight head for New Zealand. Mishandled here by Brunt. But
18. Tackler.
Penalty on the U.S. Final minute here in the match.
And that one just on another minute. I mean, the breakdowns just get messier and messier.
Decision.
See how they spend the last 60 seconds here, and I think they just want to get some more points on the board.
Sure looks that way. Holmes has had a monster night.
Okay, thank you.
We got 2 tries here in the second half, 48th and 56th. She eclipsed the 200-point mark back in the first half. On the first try that New Zealand scored in the 8th minute by Paul, the first
just the 10's fine, actually.
of a big night for her. Paul with 2 in the first half. The hat trick completed. Scored 4, but 1 pulled off after she just lost that ball before grounding it. But another impressive showing from her. She is fun to watch. Here is Holmes. right between the sticks here. This one's lined up right in the middle of the park. Trying to make it 48-15, and Holmes the strike, and she does just that, and the match will end that way as the Black Ferns of New Zealand, massive second half. They led by 4 at halftime, but they win here in Sacramento against the United States, 48-15.
Congrats on your 60th. Congrats. Well done. Good game. Thank you. Well done. That was just in time. I really want to dive. Yeah, let's get the fuck off.
So the Eagles of the United States, next match for them will be against Australia next week in Kansas City. International Women's Rugby will be watching, as they always do, but next week, New Zealand, Canada should be a sizzling affair.
I'm going back to that semifinal.